number 10 spot is Katy Perry and Riff Raff. People called their relationship the most awkward and cruel joke prom date ever. It was just a few months after Katy broke up with John Mayer that dating rumors about her and Riff Raff started to emerge. They shocked everyone when they showed up on the red carpet together wearing matching outfits and claiming to be a couple. Matching jean outfits, by the way. I don't think many people got too invested in the relationship because people didn't believe that it was real, or they just didn't want to believe that it was real. Either way, just a few weeks after these epic red carpet pictures, Riff was spotted in a brothel and claiming to be a single man. So maybe it's just like a way for Katy to get some like innocent jealousy revenge on John, you know what I mean? But you know, I feel like she was just trying to make her ex-man jealous. Up next, number 9, we have Michelle Rodriguez and Zac Efron. Back in 2014, people were both shocked and confused when vacation pictures surfaced of them holding hands, kissing, and getting all cozy and stuff. People were quick out to point out the red flags, saying that the whole thing just seemed really fake. She was a decade older than Zac, he was 26 and she was 36, and she was dating model Cara Delevigne just a few months prior to these photos. After the vacation photos, the next headlines were 1 month later when they split up. They were only together for over a month. Apparently they broke up after an argument in Ibiza when Michelle said that Zac was looking for something serious and she wasn't. Swiping the number 8 spot is Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn. People might think that their relationship was fake because they never wanted Jen and Brad Pitt to break up. Let's be honest. So no matter who she dated, people might just say like that it was fake because they were just talking smack. Jennifer and Vince were working together on the 2006 comedy movie The Breakup when they allegedly started dating. Paparazzi photos were leaked online showing them being cuddly, but sources say that they were hardly ever together. It almost seemed a little bit just too sketchy that they broke up after the movie came out. Once it was on DVD and the promotion stopped, you know, like they just broke up, so it seemed like weird timing. Did they date for the movie to promote it? Did they break up because the breakup was over? You know what I mean? Just the timing of that was a little sketchy. Sliding into number 7 is Kaylee Cuoco and Henry Cavill. I know I'm not the only one who thought this couple was like super random. Around the time that his movie Man of Steel came out in 2013, he had started to date Kaylee, who was well into her career from The Big Bang Theory. But people started questioning if it was all for publicity. During an interview, Kaylee mentioned that they were getting photographed a lot. She said, "I had no one following me until I met Superman. There had been not one paparazzi photo of me until like 7 months ago." Their highly publicized relationship only lasted weeks, and people pointed out that they both had the same publications firm. Kaylee ended up marrying Ryan Sweeting just 3 months after her and Henry split. And at number 6 is Nicki Minaj and DJ Khaled. You might be sitting there saying you didn't even know they dated, let alone got engaged, but that is because the whole proposal was fake. In the end, it turned out to be a publicity stunt that even Nicki was a little surprised about. In 2013, DJ Khaled proposed to Nicki on MTV, and it seemed genuine to everyone watching. Nicki even wore the ring for a while, and she acted totally shocked by the proposal too. But later she came clean and said that she was shocked by the proposal, but at the same time, she never thought that it was real. She knew what Khaled was doing, and it was all a PR stunt to help promote their upcoming song that they were collaborating on, called I Wanna Be With You. How fitting, you get what I say? I wanna be with you. So he proposes and they have this thing. Halfway through this countdown is Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries. You know something didn't come across as genuine when you have to do an interview on whether your marriage was fake or not. The relationship has been an ongoing debate for years, with fans saying the whole thing was just one big publicity stunt. Kanye West is not Kim's first husband. She was actually married to Kris at one point, and the whole thing was captured on the reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The 6th season of their show made more gross than other seasons because of their relationship drama, and people couldn't help but think it was all planned. They were only married for 72 days, and they both received a ton of money for their televised wedding, so it would make sense. But Kris has always denied that the relationship was fake. We're moving on to number 4, and we have Tana Mongeau and Jake Paul. Unlike our last number, these two have openly admitted to the relationship being fake. When they first started dating, fans were super excited reunited, but then they got engaged just after a month or two of them dating, so people started to question what their intentions were. Their engagement happened on a stage in Vegas and seemed a little bit too staged, but it was nothing compared to their wedding in Vegas, which they made a fortune off of. They planned this entire wedding, filmed the whole process, and charged fans $50 to watch it online. Turns out in the end they were never even dating, apparently they didn't sleep together, and they were all just friends, and they just did it for glow. It really did seem real in moments though, but they were never legally married, so if you're wondering if they got a divorce, they didn't have to. And they quickly started dating other people after that. Alright guys, we're at number 3 and we have Renee Zellweger and Bradley Cooper. The two of them met in 2006 while filming their movie Case 39, but rumors about the relationship didn't happen until 3 years later, just before the film was going to premiere. Coincidence? Some people will say so. People were questioning their intentions because they tried to keep the relationship out of the public eye as much as possible. But they started dating in 2009 and dated for 2 years. So like, I personally feel like you can't fake it for that long. Like, that's way too much time to fake a relationship. But this year in 2020, the two of them reunited at the Oscar Awards and they looked like they were getting a little friendly. Rumors started spreading the day after, claiming that the two of them had a sleepover after the event, but it was never confirmed. Their movie Case 39 had completely bombed at the box office, so even if it was a PR stunt, it did not work or make a difference on the film's success. So I personally don't think this one was fake. Taking over the number 2 spot is Big Ed and Rose. One of the hardest things to decipher about the show 90 Day Fiancé is if the relationship is real or if they are just trying to use their partner for citizenship, money, or even fame. It's always a really awkward debate, and on the latest season, people started calling out Ed and Rose for not being truthful. The two of them went viral after some of their funny clips turned into memes and gifs that people use on a daily basis. Some people accused Rose as being fake since her sister messaged and asked Ed for money since their family struggles financially, and others accuse Ed for being fake because he just wanted a young beautiful girl to marry on TV. They aren't together and didn't make it through the show, but they are both huge on social media. Like, people love following them, even like as individuals. Earning the number 1 spot on our list is Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. It could be considered the most debated relationship out there because of the media attention that it got, and maybe that was the point. Every time Taylor starts dating someone, she gets a ton of media attention, and her breakups receive even more, which is part of the reason why people claim that she faked a relationship with Harry Styles, all for a publicity stunt. People thought they fabricated their breakup more than anything because Taylor allegedly just kept doing things to get media attention. Like during her performance of We Are Never Getting Back Together at the Grammy Awards, she apparently faked a British accent during the break in the song to kind of mock him, and she also thanked him when she won the award for her song. Since the song was about their breakup, she apparently owes him this one. It just seemed like maybe they went out of their way for media, if that makes sense. So a lot of people think they faked it. Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is Drake and Jennifer Lopez. When rumors started circulating back in 2016 that the two of them were hooking up, people were losing their minds. And by people, I mean me, because I really did think that they would make a hot couple. At first, it just seemed that they were friends with benefits, like that type of situation, but then they allegedly started dating. They posted cuddly selfies together, and J-Lo even revealed she was making music with him. Once it turned more serious, people started to get skeptical about it, and people were calling it fake. They didn't last very long, and they split right before J-Lo met her new man, Alex Rodriguez. A source close to Drake told tabloids that they are cool with each other and that Drake still thinks she is a goddess, but during one of J-Lo's concerts, she referred to Drake as a booty call. So maybe they just weren't on the same page, or maybe it was all for a fun publicity stunt. Who knows? Either way, I was shipping it hard at the time. Up next, number 9 is Nicole Richie and Steve-O. Let's do a little time travel back to 2006 when Nicole was starring on the reality show The Simple Life with her bestie Paris Hilton. Steve-O was spending his time doing a bunch of crazy weird stunts on Jackass. They both seemed a little bit wild during that time, so it didn't seem like a weird pairing when reports said that they were in a relationship. But then Steve-O ruined the whole thing and spilled the beans, admitting that it was all for publicity. He said, "The truth is she wanted some publicity for something other than being skinny. It was a publicity stunt. She would come pick me up. I don't drive. I think she called the paparazzi too." Now, Now, I'm sure they had an agreement at the time to keep like the whole fake part a secret, but Steve-O went and done and ruined that. Cruising into number 8 is Selena Gomez and Zed. Maybe you forgot they even dated, and that might be because it only lasted a few short months, which people said was all a publicity stunt anyways. Back in 2015, the two of them were dating, but rumors started going around that it was not real. They both fueled the fire by talking about the relationship in public and also hinting things on social media. They shared that they worked on a song together called What I Want You to Know, which was a huge hit. But just a few months into their relationship, it ended, and people said it was all too convenient with the timing of their new single, and they thought that they did it to promote the song and also their label. Moving on to number 7 is Shailene Woodley and Theo James. Fans were thrilled to hear that they had started a relationship after seeing them together in the Divergent series. Because they were co-stars, this caught the media's attention immediately, and their teen fans went insane over it. But the tricky thing is, they never confirmed their relationship. They kind of just acted like they were in one. Whether it was flirting on the red carpet or making comments during interviews, you could tell that the idea was being played up for the media if it was in fact not real. Some might argue and say that they were in a real relationship and just trying to keep it low-key, but majority of fans said it was a fun co-star publicity stunt to bring more attention to the series. Moving on to number 6, we have Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield. They seemed like an adorable couple, so if they were actually faking it, I feel completely betrayed because I fell for this one. Their relationship seemed very genuine based off their adorable paparazzi photos at the time, but people said the timing of their relationship was a little fishy. They started dating when they were starring in the Spider-Man movies together, which definitely helped the movie franchise because people love when co-stars date in real life. But then they split for a while and took a so-called break and got back together right when they both had serious films up for Oscar nominations. So people started saying that everything seemed very convenient with the media timing, but the truth is it could have just been a coincidence and their love was very real. What do you guys think? We're halfway through the list, number 5, and we have Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian. If this one was fake, I don't see the point of it because no good media press came from this. For many years, Rob has always lived in the shadows of his sister, seeing as he is the only boy out of all the siblings. He stayed out of the drama, skipped big red carpet events, and just overall did his own thing. But then he met Blac Chyna, and their relationship immediately became public with one of the most frequent tabloid topics every week. All very bad things, by the way. The whole relationship was very volatile, and then a baby was added to the mix, which caused even more drama and issues. Now, their baby is what makes me think that there's no way they would fake it and carry it out that far, like by bringing a child into the world. It just seems strange because they were always at each other's throats, but then they did their own reality show, so it came across like they were just staying together at that point for the TV show. People flooded social media with comments saying that they were faking their relationship for the TV show as a way to try and extend their fame as much as they could. Taking over the number 4 spot is Kendall Jenner and Harry Styles. Despite the fact that she is now one of the biggest models in the world, there was a time when she was just starting out as a serious model. During that time, rumors circulated that she was dating the One Direction singer Harry Styles. People began pondering upon the fact that the relationship conveniently happened just as she started to move from her reality TV show to the runway. They were both huge young stars at the time, making something out of their careers, so it was a quick and easy way for them to make headlines, if it was fake. Some people even went as far as saying Kris Jenner, Kendall's mom, who's also her manager, forced the relationship as a PR stunt. But Kris went on the record saying that she was actually really upset that they didn't work out, but that could be because it wasn't giving her a paycheck no more. Rolling into our 3rd spot is Ryan Seacrest and Julianne Hough. This one was really weird, I gotta admit. Back in 2010, Ryan was receiving a lot of questions about his sexuality, and even Julianne admitted that at first she thought he might be gay. So when reports started saying that they were dating, people were really confused by it. She was 22 years old at the time and told TMZ, "He totally wasn't my type, I thought he was gay. After a few years he was persistent, so I went out with him on a date and I realized how much I liked him." Some people said that they were an adorable couple, while others dragged the relationship, claiming that it was fake and was all a publicity stunt to make her more of a household name and to also prove Ryan really was a ladies' man. Honestly, that is some serious claims and like huge assumptions, so it's gonna depend what you believe on this situation. I feel like you should not assume someone's sexuality though. In the number 2 spot is Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston. Taylor was actually on my part 1 list with a different guy, so it just goes to show that people often doubt her love life and whether or not her relationships are real. Why she gets ridiculed so much for her love life, I don't know, but people thought her and Tom were faking it. But some would say this is a tough call, because when Tom did an interview with GQ after the two of them split up, he really did seem heartbroken and genuine about the whole thing. But there was no doubt their new public relationship brought more attention to his projects. People also called him out for the time that he wore the I Love TS t-shirt, where he tried to give an explanation but no one was really buying it. It seemed like he was doing that for media attention. I mean, why else would you wear that shirt? It's weird. Finally, we made it to number 1 and we have Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. You guys on the internet will not ruin this one for me because I am choosing to ignore you people. In my head and heart, these two are still gonna get married someday. So I can understand though why people would consider it convenient for their High School Musical series, but their love did look real from the outside, to some people anyways. The two of them met on the set of their first movie from the franchise and started dating after their characters fell in love with each other in the movie. Obviously, this was a fairy tale ending for fans to see them dating as their characters and in real life. It didn't help their case though that they split just after the series stopped airing. That is when people began making comments that their PR teams probably suggested and kind of had a hand in their whole relationship thing from the start.
Kicking us off at number 10, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Looking at this power couple now, you think to yourself, they've been a thing since the dawn of time. But can you believe that there was actually a time when their relationship was on the DL? Yeah. Turns out they actually started dating in 2000 when Beyonce was 19, but their relationship remained a secret until 2004. Yeah. Can you imagine keeping your relationship away from the public eye for a whole 4 years? In 2001, Beyonce and Jay-Z appeared together on the cover of Vanity Fair's music issue and no one knew they were dating. This was at the beginning of their relationship, but it's still crazy to think. Between 2002 and 2003, they both released music in which they collaborated, but again, their relationship remained a total secret. It wasn't until 2004 when the pair made their red carpet debut at the MTV VMAs. This was definitely a well-kept secret. In at 9, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Reading about Meghan and Harry's relationship is like reading a fairy tale. Well, I mean, he is a prince, but you know what I mean. They were able to hide their relationship for a few months until a British tabloid broke the news, but before then, they really tried to keep the relationship private. It is said that while dealing with the distance aspect of their relationship, Harry would fly to Toronto to visit Meghan while she was filming for the show Suits. He was flying commercially, wearing plain clothes, and was accompanied by an inconspicuous bodyguard. How you can make a bodyguard inconspicuous, I don't know, but I guess I figured it out. He would travel in a plain sedan and would stay at Meghan's townhouse in the city. Their fairy tale soon ended when tabloids picked up on their secret relationship, and that really blew the doors off that one. But I guess it was nice while it lasted. Coming in at number 8, Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden. Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden got married in 2015 and no one really knew. Their relationship seemed to have flown under the radar for a while until the press caught wind of their marriage. Apparently no one saw that coming. They had just gotten engaged 7 months prior and no one saw a wedding in sight. See, that's when you do it. You catch them off guard and they can't judge you or your wedding. Smart. When reflecting on her marriage, Cameron said, quote, "Getting married to him was the best thing that's ever happened to me. My husband's the best, he's the greatest human being, and he's my great partner," end quote. Sounds like she's really happy. The couple recently welcomed a daughter into the world and they all seem to be doing great. In at 7, Lily Reinhart and Cole Sprouse. Riverdale stars Lily Reinhart and Cole Sprouse really gave fans the real bughead experience with their relationship. But for a long time, their romance was a big ol' secret. There was speculation that the two started dating in early 2017, but it wasn't confirmed until later that year when Lily posted a beautiful Instagram post for Cole's birthday. They never really exploited their relationship much, even after it was confirmed. In 2018, they made their relationship red carpet official as they attended the Met Gala together, but even then, the details details about their relationship remained hush-hush. In an interview, Lily said, quote, "No one knows how long we've been together, and no one will until we're ready to say it. No one knows how we fell in love except for our close friends and us. It's really special," end quote. Sadly for Bughead fans, they've reportedly broken up, but their relationship will still be remembered as one of the sweetest. Coming in at number 6, Ashley Benson and Cara Delevigne. Both Ashley and Cara like to keep their private life, well, private. But just because they kept their romance out of the spotlight doesn't mean that fans wouldn't go looking. Since the moment people found out that they were working together on a film back in 2018, the speculation arose surrounding their potential relationship. In April 2018, the two were filming the movie Her Smell, and soon after, in May of that year, the relationship speculation came about after Ashley posted their first selfie together on Instagram. Following this event, fans could not lay off looking into their supposed relationship, though the pair never confirmed anything. They both went on record saying that even if they were in a relationship, they wouldn't confirm it because they like to keep their private lives private. Again, soon enough the pair was spotted kissing and basically confirmed all the rumors. But finally, in June 2019, Cara confirmed that the two were dating and that they had moved in together. Sadly, the couple have since broken up, but I mean, they really went a while without the public knowing about their relationship, so they really got to savor those moments without much scrutiny. Halfway through at number 5, Jamie Foxx and Katy Holmes. Jamie Foxx and Katy Holmes have reportedly had a secret 6-year-long relationship that only ended a few months ago. Their whole relationship was pretty secret, and their breakup almost went unnoticed. I honestly didn't even know they were a thing until they broke up. Since Katy's divorce with Tom Cruise, there have been rumors about a secret relationship with Jamie. The two had been together since around 2013, but had been friends prior to this because of Jamie's connection with Tom. Once Jamie and Katy were rumored to be together, there really wasn't much news about it until recently, as there was speculation regarding Jamie's faithfulness to Katy. There are some who believe that Jamie was out here living a double life, and that this seemed to have been the cause of their breakup. During this whole time though, the relationship was pretty much under wraps, and they were really only ever seen out together a handful of times. Jamie is now getting hate from Katy's fans because of his alleged infidelity, but that's another story for another time. In at number 4, Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling. Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling's relationship is so secretive that Ryan never even says Eva's name. Can you believe that? In interviews, he either refers to her as my lady or sweetheart, but like, that's it. If we never knew about Eva, then we would never have known who he was referring to. It's like a secret coded message. These two have been together since 2011 and have 2 kids together, but they still keep their relationship so secret. Apparently, though they are very secretive about their relationship, they are very much in love and hands-on with their kids. Apparently, they take time away from the spotlight to be able to grow together and give each other the space that they need to pursue what they love. Their relationship seems to be quite positive, and that makes me happy. They've never commented on their relationship, but I don't think they ever will. But it's still nice to quietly observe them from the sidelines. They're just so cute. Coming in at number 3, Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn. Now you'd think that with Taylor Swift that they would be so tight-lipped about their relationship with Joe Alwyn, since in the past she's been a little more public with her romances, but no. The most we will ever expect to hear about them will come from her songs or something. Taylor has said that she is choosing to keep this relationship under wraps in order to create a boundary between work and her real life. But what happens when her work is about her real life? I don't know. When asked why she won't share any details about the couple, Taylor said, quote, "I've learned that if I do, people think it's up for discussion, and our relationship isn't up for discussion," end quote. Taylor is rarely seen out and about with Joe and never really talks about him in interviews, but it turns out that they've actually been together since 2016 and seem to be pretty in love. Other than the fact that Taylor referenced her desire to marry Joe in her song Paper Rings, there's also speculation that a proposal isn't too far away. I'm sure that their engagement and whatever else comes next will also be away from the public eye, but I'm sure all the Swifties will be watching. Coming in at number 2, Cord Overstreet and Emma Watson. I'm gonna start this off by saying that I never knew they were a thing. Ever. I only found out about this relationship as I was researching this. Now there's not much information about their relationship because it was so private and because it was short-lived, but here's the gist of it. In early 2018, it was rumored that Cord and Emma were seeing each other, but when this news broke, their relationship was still fairly new and there wasn't much to say about it. They were first spotted together at a concert in February of 2018 and then later at an Oscars viewing party the following month. Not long after news of their apparent relationship broke, they were seen holding hands together, and this sort of sealed the deal for most people. But things sort of fizzled out and died as reports came out saying that the two had broken up after 6 months of dating. Less than a month after that, they were seen together again, and there was speculation that they had gotten back together, but nothing was ever confirmed. Emma is known to be pretty private about her love life, so even if they did get back together, I doubt we would have known. Finally in at number 1, Rhianna and Travis Scott. Here's another one that really surprised me. I had no clue that these two were ever an item. Rhianna and Travis Scott reportedly dated back in 2015, though their relationship story is a little foggy and confusing since they never wanted anyone to find out about it in the first place. Basically, their friends with benefits / actual relationship took place about 5 or so years ago, though neither of them confirmed their relationship. When Travis was asked about Rhianna, he described her as his muse and seemed to have been very passionate about his feelings for her, though he never chose to make things public. He actually got super pissed when a magazine published details about him and Rhianna, even though they were told not to release those details. But it turns out that it wasn't because of Travis's feelings that they wanted to keep their relationship secret. It was actually Rhianna who demanded secrecy because she apparently was embarrassed to be with him. There were no answers as to who was the one to break things off, but either way, the relationship ended in about 2016, and Travis was soon linked to Kylie Jenner the following year.